Hello guys, this is the advanced lesson for today, Monday the 16th of March. Okay, so I have seen that some of you have either not received my email or you don't know how to log on to Skype. Okay, so in that case there is well, I will upload this to YouTube. Okay, so and email the YouTube account is English Way Tutoring. Okay, but if you go to English Way, so you might well find that. Okay, so if you have any problems, so I can always send the link to you. Okay, so this is just a small short tutorial about the things that we should be doing. Okay, so for the session today. So I hope, okay, that you're there. So first of all, so we are going to continue with the practice test book. Okay, so I'd like you, okay, so to do, okay, so from test 7, okay, so if you are there, so from test 7, so I'd like you to do part 3, okay, which is the derivations. We say, do green products make us better people? Okay, so again, so remember that these are derivations, and that what you should be doing is read the text through, okay, and while you're reading, so the first time, okay, so allow yourself about a couple of minutes. So the first time you read, okay, so just try to predict, okay, what kind of words you need okay, for the exercise, well, it's a noun, an adjective, an adverb, and so on. Okay, so the second time you read, look at the word that you've got on the right and write the derivation. So you've got about, allow yourself about 6-7 minutes for that, okay, not longer. Okay, so now what you have to do is to pause the video, okay, so, and after that, okay, so when you resume, okay, so I'll give you the answers. Okay, so now I hope that you have been good. Okay, so that you have, okay, yeah, you're adults, of course you. Okay, Ellie, okay, Ari, Arnau, okay, so and all the rest. Okay, so you know, so I miss you. So let's say, so remember it's test 7 part 3. Okay, so and the answers are 17 supposedly, 18 criminals in plural, 19 behavior, and remember that in British English that ends in IOUR, 20 satisfaction, 21 is charming, 22 complexity with XITY, all right? So, okay, for 23 we've got 2 possible options, which are undoubtedly or doubtlessly. So for some reason this is a word that appears in exams quite often. Okay, and for 24 we've got invariably. Okay, so again, so we've got from an adjective to an adverb. Okay, so that will be so for the first part, for the first about 10 minutes of the class. Okay, so if we take it now, the next part, okay, which is part 4 on page 141. So these are the transformations, which you know, so they're a bit more difficult for some of you. And remember that it's between 3 and 6 words. Okay, right. So again, so I'll allow you about 10 minutes for that. Okay, read the first sentence, underline the words that are in the first sentence, which are not in the second. Be careful with the keyword, which you cannot alter in any way. Some people sometimes do, or do not write the keyword altogether. And remember not to write more than 6 words and less than 3, obviously. So now pause that, okay, for about 10 minutes. Okay, so, okay, don't cheat. Okay, and after the pause, I'll give you the answers. Thank you. Okay, so are you there? So let me give you the answers for part 4 here. So for 25, the words are completely lift up. That's 1 point. to Caroline, apostrophe S. So that's the second point. Completely lift up to Caroline's. 26 is, okay, in case it broke, in case it should break. The options are possible. In case is 1 mark, okay, and it broke, or it should break, that's the other mark. 27, you've got 2 possibilities. Should happen or happen to, okay, and then bump, B-U-M-P, okay, should happen to or happen to, that's 1 mark, and bump, that's the other mark. 28, we've got despite or in spite of, okay, so that's 1 mark, and the second mark is her refusal, so despite or in spite of her refusal. How are you doing? Some of them are easier than on Sunday. 29, having had, 1 mark, an argument, so having had an argument. And finally, number 30, sorry, so we've got has been a sharp increase, 1 mark, in, that's the second point. So has been a sharp increase in. Okay, so remember that anything that's over 7 out of 12, okay, so here would be a pass. So in your advanced. Okay, so and finally from the exam book, so I'm likely to do, okay, so more or less, so it's going to take about that, so it's going to take about 30-35 minutes, okay, so that's the time. Look at part 5 from the exam book, which is the reading. Okay, so again, so read the text through first. Okay, so obviously, so don't spend too long reading the first time, about a couple of 3 minutes, I would say about 3 minutes. Don't look at the questions the first time, because they are going to, how to say, so they're going to influence your possible choice of answers. All right. So, and then so the second time you look at the questions before you read the second time, and the options, underline the keywords, and so on. So allow yourself about between 12 and 15 minutes for that. Okay, so pause the video now, and then I will give the answers. Okay, so for 31, the answer is C. For 32, the answer is D. For 33, the answer is A. 34, D. 35, B. And 36, that's A. Okay, so so let's see how you are doing. All right, so if you want more homework or more things, so next week, so I hope that on Monday, so all of you can be on Skype. Okay, so look at the WhatsApp in the group, okay, that I have sent you, or also the emails, and as many as possible of you. Okay, so if you are on Skype, so we can see each other, so I can do more activities which are not just from the exam book, which I understand can be a bit boring, but it is the easiest way, so I can transfer it to you. Okay, so any questions, okay, so my email, you know it, it's on the WhatsApp, okay, so, and it's also okay, it's the email I normally write to you. Okay, thank you very much, good luck. Okay, so I hope you are doing well with the coronavirus. See you next Monday. Bye bye.